Cutting across now to some more breaking updates that we're picking up, this time from the neighbouring country of Pakistan. Now, viewers, the TTP has now issued a statement on the Karachi terror attack. Meanwhile, 3 terrorists and 2 others were killed in the attack. Remember that yesterday evening, 3 martyred fighters of the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan broke through all the security fences and attacked the Karachi police headquarters, the safest place of the police in Sadr, and more than 2 dozen police and ranger personnel have been killed and injured in the attack, is what we're learning. This attack is a message to all of the enemies of Islam and all the security agencies of Pakistan that the TTP will now continue their fight for the implementation of the Sharia in the country, and the army and the police are targeted at every important place until the Islamic system is implemented in the country. Now, of course, these are some of the latest updates when it comes to the Karachi terror attack. Let me also bring in my colleague Gursimran, who's on the ground reporting on this story. Gursimran, good morning to you. Tell us more about the kind of investigation also that is now being carried out in this terror attack, and the statements and the counter statements looking at the geopolitical situation of this entire event. If you could expand upon that and help us understand where exactly, what really is the status on the ground now in Karachi.
See, it's been almost 2 months that the ceasefire agreement between the Pakistani establishment and the TTP broke, and since then the TTP has carried out more than 150 attacks on the Pakistani security establishment. But the attack they carried out yesterday was one of the drastic attacks when it comes to the recent attacks when the Fidains of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, 3 Fidains managed to enter. Earlier the number was told by the Punjab police that, by the Sindh police, that it was 6 to 8 terrorists, those who have barged into the Karachi police officer's office, but now they are saying that 3 terrorists have been neutralized, and further the search and the investigation is on. But this is really a concerning situation for the Pakistan, because the way first we have seen that a mosque was blown up by a Fidain attacker in the Peshawar, in which around 100 people were killed. That was very close to the Peshawar police headquarters, and now in the Karachi the police chief's office was attacked, in which the terrorists managed to enter the 3rd floor, in which the senior officials were inside at that given moment. It was at around 7:38 in the evening when this attack has taken place, and 1 terrorist was killed in the 3rd floor, while 2 others were at the rooftop when they were neutralized by the security forces. But this is a big setback to the Pakistan, because at a time when the Pakistan is claiming that the situation is improving, it is going to deteriorate further. And the threats that have been issued, our TTP has issued a statement in which they have warned of more such attacks. 2 of the attackers have been identified by the Sindh police, and they are saying that along with the counter-terrorism department, they are going to investigate this case to the full of its length, because you see the timing of this attack. This attack has taken place when the Pakistan Super Premier League is taking place in the Karachi itself, and the players from abroad, except India, they have come there to take part in the PSL. The match yesterday when this attack took place, the players were doing the practice, and all of a sudden there were heavy firing that took place, after which the security cover was also increased.
Gursimran, that being said, if you could also help us understand, because the kind of statement that was released by the TTP and also taking into consideration the fact that there was a police headquarters that had been attacked, the message that is being sent to the Pakistan authorities as well, the implementation of the Sharia law, which has been the demand of the TTP as well. Help us understand the motivations of these kind of notorious organizations that carry out these attacks.
See, what the Pakistan has been doing, once we have to understand this, that they had the terrorism in their backyard, and that snake has come out from the backyard to bite Pakistan. Pakistan has always been pro-terror. They have been sheltering the terrorism in their own. But what Pakistan was expecting, that their standoff with the TTP will come to an end once Afghanistan, Kabul falls to the Taliban, Afghani Taliban. But what has happened, that post that Taliban in Pakistan has got the strength, they have got the strategic depth, that once the Taliban is ruling in Kabul, why not we can rule in Pakistan? And that is why they have intensified the attack. The Taliban in Afghanistan, they tried to mediate between both the countries, but when Pakistan alleged that there is an involvement of Afghanistan Taliban in helping the Taliban in Pakistan, then the deal broke out and Taliban came out of the ceasefire. That is, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan came out of the ceasefire, and they intensified attacks to such an extent that they carried out 150 attack in the span of 2 months only. So this shows that how deadly they are. They have carried out 2 of the major attacks, including yesterday's one in the Karachi police headquarters, where the terrorist barged inside the Karachi police office, and it was one of the high security zones, because entire Karachi was put on alert, keeping in view the foreign players that have come to play the Pakistan Super Premier League. But that all the claims have collapsed, and these 3 terrorists, those who were armed and were with the suicide vest, they barged inside the police office. They were in 2 cars. One car came from the front side. They hurled around a dozen of grenades first, and then they barged inside the building. 4 of the people have lost their life, including 2 from the Sindh police, 1 from the Pakistani Ranger, and a civilian, and 3 terrorists have been neutralized, and the operation stands concluded. Yes.
Right, Gursimran there helping us understand what's really happening in Karachi, and helping us understand the larger situation of the TTP and its motivations as well. Thank you, Gursimran, for joining us on the broadcast and breaking it down.